Okay, I think we might be streaming now. Let me move my mic a bit closer. Hopefully this has worked. You might be able to tell. It's been a bit of a stressful day. I'm going to move forward a little bit. There we are. Hello. I hope that you can all hear me now. Oh, that's the other one. Welcome to this slightly scuffed reaction stream. I have not shared the link anywhere yet, so welcome aboard, I guess. As you may have been able to tell from my slightly sort of scattershot reaction video, I had to film that while I was away because, well, I wasn't expecting an announcement today, as I don't think many people were. And while I was away at my dad's, no, I found out earlier on, as you might have seen from, if someone can link in chat my initial sort of reaction news video. Well, I say initial reaction, it hadn't been confirmed at the time I made that video. It had all had been confirmed, but it is now confirmed. Basically, yeah, I want to just talk a bit about my thoughts about the news, because the news that I covered was like breaking at the time. So now that I've had a few hours to sort of process, go through everything in my thoughts, in my brain, I thought I'd give you all some of my thoughts. We also got, a couple of interviews from both, right, if I pronounce the name wrong, then you're gonna have to, correct me. It's Ncuti, right? I said Ncuti by accident last time. I think it's Ncuti now. I think I'm right. So yeah, I'm going to give you all my reactions to that. We're going to be going over some news items. It's going to be a very, very fun stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I realise it's very impromptu. I literally just ran in to my house. Yeah, it's Ncuti Gatwa. Yeah, I got it. Okay, second time's the charm. Right, yeah. Well, it's probably for the best that I know how to say that in the future, isn't it? Seeing as that's what we're going to be saying a whole lot more going forward. But yeah, so just giving my initial reaction, I suppose. I was really happy with this announcement. I can't even lie. I was very, very excited for this. I keep forgetting that you guys can see that. Yeah, Ncuti. Yeah, I got it. I'm right. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so going into this, obviously I had no idea it was going to happen. The drop itself was, mental. I wasn't expecting it. It just happened. And there he was, the new Doctor, just there. Just online. And I honestly, if you'd told me that that's the way they were going to drop the new Doctor, just sort of say it randomly, I wouldn't have believed you. I'd have thought, no, we'll have a big planned thing, a big celebratory moment for the event. We'll have something to mark the occasion. But no, they just dropped it. Just dropped it online. And you know what? I probably wouldn't have liked that if you'd have told me it just with no context. But I actually found that it had a great impact on social media. Social media exploded. Everyone was talking about it. I think part of the reason for the stealth drop, we'll get into some of the interviews that Ncuti and Russell have, I keep saying it wrong, Ncuti, I'm going to have to get used to that, Ncuti, I'm going to have to get used to saying the name correctly. Yeah, so with Ncuti, I basically was just surprised. I mean, for a second, because obviously initially they hadn't said it was official. So I was just thinking, oh, it's just one of those things of them teasing us. But then Bad Wolf tweeted it, and I was like, oh, there's something to this. This is something going on. And then obviously a couple, sort of half an hour later, was it? The Doctor Who account just dropped it. It was just there, and I was like, oh, wow, we're doing this. Okay, let me just get up my Chrome. I haven't had a chance to actually get up my Chrome. I literally just sped into this office space to do this stream, and I have had no prep time whatsoever, so you'll have to apologise. Why is that not showing on screen? One of these things always goes wrong. Whenever you try and do things quickly, always goes wrong. That's not right. This is going to be a very scuffed stream. I apologise. I'm going to do it mid-stream. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, very, very shocked by the announcement. I think the reason they were doing it low-key, I'm getting into my point, I'm getting into my groove, I think the reason they were so low-key about it was because they kind of don't want to talk too much about the new era until Jodie leaves. I think that's partially the reason why they don't want to, sort of go full guns blazing about it yet, because there is an interview with Russell, which I will find in due course. I'm doing it all in one go. Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with Ncuti Gatwa. I think I have only seen a little bit of Sex Education, which is the main thing that people obviously know him for. But yeah, I'm very happy with this announcement. I don't know, you can just sort of get a vibe from someone. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can just get a sense whether they could be a good doctor or not. And I definitely get that vibe from Mr. Gatwa. I think he's going to be great. I want to get up one of the sort of interview segments, because one of them was particularly interesting to my point. So I think maybe TV Zone tweeted it out. Yeah, into the Twitter completely melted down. Everything melted down. I just had to quickly scramble together a video as quickly as I could, which is why for a while it just had a thumbnail which was just his face, because I had no time to prepare anything. So yeah, he gave his interview at gives his first interview at the BAFTAs. I'm going to read what he said to you all now. Oop, that's the wrong way. But yeah, looking at him, I just got the vibe. Star of stage and screen, Ncuti is best known for his critically acclaimed performance in Sex Education as the iconic Eric Effilong. I haven't seen the show. Effilong? I think I'm saying that right. For which he was awarded Best Actor award for at the Scottish BAFTAs in 2020, as well as numerous nominations, including Best Male Performance in a Comedy Programme at this year's BAFTAs. Ncuti and incoming showrunner Russell T Davies have given their first interview on the BBC News red carpet. Okay, so this was ahead of the BAFTAs. So there is another interview after this, but this was the initial one. So I'm going to read through this, going to read through his statements, and then we're going to delve into it. Ncuti, I've known since February, so yeah, he has known since February. So it's been tricky keeping it under wraps because I've got a very big mouth, but yeah, we've done it. We did it. Feels really amazing. It's truly an honour. The role is an institution. It's iconic and it means a lot to so many people, including myself. I'm going to try my best. He continues, I'm definitely going to do my own thing. Their previous doctors were amazing. You cannot pick. Yeah, I don't know who isn't a fan of Doctor Who, so I'm very excited to join the family. Russell, it was his talent. It was the most blazing audition. It was our audition. It was our very last one. We thought we had someone and then he came in. It's just going to be a joy. Properly thrilled. It's going to be a blazing future. That's a really interesting point to note. This was the last one. They had someone else lined up. And then Ncuti came in, stormed the audition and went, let's get this guy. And you know what? I think part of the reason why I'm so optimistic about this, what some people might see as optimistic, is because of how good Russell is at casting doctors. You look at the last two he did. You look at the last two he cast. He cast Eccleston and he cast Tennant. And they were both phenomenal doctors, I think we can all agree. You know, some of the best doctors out there. And then, so to hear him say, oh yeah, this guy stormed the audition, that has really put my mind at rest. Hearing him say this guy stormed it, oh my god, we've had a £50 super chat. Oh, I'm not with it tonight. I'm actually going mental. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I didn't even believe the news when I saw it. So now the initial final shock is over. What sort of doctor do you think he'll be? Yeah, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. I have no idea. I've seen him do two quite fast roles. Thanks for the content. Well, thank you for the £50 super chat. Yeah, so basically, I get the vibe he's probably going to be see, a lot of people are saying he'll be quite a jovial doctor, and I think he could be, but I also definitely can see the dark edge to him, absolutely. I'm reckoning he's going to be a blend between 9 and 11, if I had to which sounds really wrong actually. Don't clip that out of context, for God's sake. He's going to be a blend between Christopher Eccleston's Doctor and Matt Smith's Doctor. Yeah, we'll cover ourselves there. I think he'll have the eccentricity, but he'll also have that darkness. Do you know what I mean? I can definitely see a darker side to him. I want to actually play one of the interviews, which I will do at some point, but yeah. So yeah, Russell then continued. it's a show that's constantly renewing itself. Look at Ncuti. Here we are. Doctor Who has always something new to say, but we're not going to give anything away yet. Jodie is still Doctor. We love Jodie. We spoke to her yesterday. She's so happy about this. We're going to keep quiet, and it's all going to happen in 2023. Yeah, so this was what I was talking about when I said Russell, I think, is planning on basically keeping a lid as tightly on things as much as possible until Jodie leaves. Which, you know what? I respect. Like, obviously they kind of had to announce this now because they are filming in like a month, which I think those filming dates are pretty much confirmed now, given that we actually have our lead cast. So yeah, I think what his plan was basically, you know, sort of do the news as low-key as possible before Jodie leaves, and then after Jodie leaves go full guns blazing, because he's done a full interview at the BAFTAs where he's basically said, you know, we're going to be going all at it in 2023. So Ncuti says, I'm excited about aliens. The job is going to be and is already really creatively fulfilling. So I'm excited to take on the role. And he says really creatively fulfilling already, so implies he's done some stuff. Obviously we know he's done an audition. I'd be really interested. You know what they should do? I know maybe this is like out of, like, maybe they just don't do this. Maybe this just isn't a thing they do. But have you guys seen Paul McGann's audition tape for the Doctor? Like, it's really good. I'd love to see some more audition tapes for Doctors. It'd be really interesting to see them. But I don't think we ever will. But I'd love to see more of them. But yeah, so there has been since an interview at the BAFTAs. Let me see if I can find the stuff for that. But yeah, like, if he stormed the audition, I'm really hyped. What do you think the costume's going to be like? Honestly, yeah, this is a really good question. I don't know. I kind of picture him in a more classic style getup. Like I'm kind of picturing more of a suit type vibe, but then I'm reckoning something slightly colourful. Honestly, something kind of like Fugitive would kind of fit quite well, I think. Obviously, yeah, something to that effect would probably work quite well, I reckon. It's hard to gauge because we don't really know what type of Doctor he's going to be, but you can sort of get a vibe from him just looking at him, you know? Like, I'm really happy with this announcement. Like, I can't even lie. This doesn't even feel very coherent, but that's because I've been waiting basically all day to properly gush about this, because I haven't been able to, because the last thing I uploaded was just the initial news, and, you know, I've been away today, so I couldn't really just sit and just gush about this, but I'm really, really happy. I'm really, really happy about it. There's also a fantastic interview with Russell where he's talking about the BBC and stuff. Oh, here we are. There's a knock joke at the BAFTAs. Should we listen to the... I don't know whether... Am I allowed to show stuff of the BAFTAs on stream? Are the BAFTAs going to, like, copyright claim me? I mean, it's on Twitter, so... I don't know. Don't want to risk it. I mean, this one's 11 seconds. I should be okay. Screw it. Fortune favours the bold, right? Are we showing it on screen? Are we showing it? Yeah, we are. Okay, just making sure. Turn the desktop volume a little bit so it's not too loud.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Who? Okay, talking about jokes.
Yeah.
There we are. So there's that, and there's some pictures of him and Russell together at the BAFTAs. You know what? I really see it. Like, the more I see of him, the more I'm just like, yeah. I'm just sold. I am very much sold. Yeah. Sorry, this is not coherent anymore. I wanted to get a specific interview up because it was going to exemplify my point. I think William Who might have reposted it because they did a full-on interview at the BAFTAs. So I want to sort of dissect that, I guess. No, where is it? Have I missed it? Have I missed it? I swear there was something. But there was a good interview. I'll see if I can find it. Sorry, I'm still in relative shock as it, like, sunk in. Right, here was the one that was funny. It was Russell talking about the show and the institutions.
Of course, it's a sin up for many awards. It can't win all of them because 3 of the performance awards in its category are up against each other. But did you expect the programme to have this kind of impact? Hundreds of thousands of pounds
Oh.
not just an entertainment program, something that's changed people's social thinking.
Completely surprised and completely thrilled, and it's so nice to see that cast being recognised tonight. And of course, it was made on channel that the government's going to sell off, while they're also planning to get rid of the BBC licence fee. So if you like shows like this, go and vote differently. That's what I say.
Now, of course, Ncuti, we saw the new
The little shrug that he does afterwards. Absolutely iconic. Russell says, I love how, like, when people are like, oh, Russell isn't going to be as political, and then he did that. Like, are we looking at the same man? Thank you, Laurie Swanson, for the 99 cents sticker. Volume is way too quiet. Okay, I'll play it again. Hang on. Sorry about that. You know, it's either too quiet or too loud. You can never tell where's the right volume for these things.
news earlier. Ignore them
Let me
because three.
Hang on. There we are.
And Russell, of course, it's a sin up for many, many awards. It can't win all of them because 3 of the performance awards in its category are up against each other. But did you expect the programme to have this kind of impact? Hundreds of thousands of pounds raised for HIV/AIDS charities, not just an entertainment programme, something that's changed people's social thinking.
Completely surprised and completely thrilled, and it's so nice to see that cast being recognised tonight. And of course, it was made on channel that the government's going to sell off, while they're also planning to get rid of the BBC licence.
What a
so
chad.
shows like this, go and vote differently. That's what I say.
Now, of course, Ncuti, we saw the
The
news.
little shrug at the end. What a chad. Oh, it does make me laugh when people say things like, oh, Russell's going to be less political than Chibnall. Cat's Chibnall doing that. He'd never do that. He's too polite. Nah, Russell just comes out and goes, don't vote Tory is essentially what he just said there. What an icon. Legend. Chat moves from RTD. Yes. How's Mike Hawke? He's doing well. Or Bet Dennis. He's so incredibly based. True. Russell T. Chad. True. He sounds like a genuine nice guy. Yeah, Ncuti. Oh, Shooty. I keep saying it wrong. Right. It's because I keep spelling it out. Funny thing about my brain, how my brain works. You'll have noticed this. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, no. I meant to do a Grandpa Joe, aren't I? Imagine if I just stood up and got out of the chair. Thank you for the $2, by the way, Jeremy Duncan. He said it again. I know. Wait, you want about Mike Hawke or the wrong name? Basically, I have this tendency, whenever I'm reading something, to just spell it out, which is why, you know, when I was doing that video about the Russell T Davies filming, and I said Riki instead of Raki, it wasn't because I didn't know what a Raki was. It was just because I said it how it was spelt, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is the thing. I don't know what he'll be wearing, but I wanted to get up another interview. Does anyone have a link to it? It was basically him saying that, like, oh, you know, we're going to be going mad for it in 2023. Like, there's more stuff than what's been just shown here. I swear Williams tweeted it. Story in 3 acts. Wait, what's this? Yeah, I think as well, people underestimate, like, how popular sex education is. Like, it's massive, especially around my age demographic. Like, it's going to bring in a whole generation of new fans, which, realistically, is what the show needs in order to continue to prosper. Like, oh yeah, so here we go. He said, Russell said they won't shut up about Doctor Who from next year. That's exactly what Doctor Who needs. I feel the days of poor marketing are coming to an end. Yeah, this is exactly it. I think once Jodie's out the door, we are not going to hear the end of Russell's era. I just think now we're in the kind of quiet period because, you know, they don't want to overshadow Jodie and all that, which is fair. But, yeah, I'm really, really happy about this. Like, for me, this is, like, he wasn't someone I was expecting, but he was someone who makes total sense in retrospect. And those are the best types of Doctor announcements, when you don't expect them, but when you look at them, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. They click. You know, that's the kind of what you want, really. And I couldn't be happier, you know. I will say, you know, not for nothing, I've already seen, I don't want to bring down the mood, but, you know, I have already seen people being, like, racist and saying racial stereotypes and stuff. Russell also leaked the centenary can be 90 minutes. Yeah, someone said that to me. I can't find that. Someone did at me on Twitter that. Can someone link the clip of him saying that to me? Very much appreciate it. Also, as you might have seen, we've had a couple of super chats tonight. We've got nearly 300 people watching this. Thanks. I realised this late, I couldn't do much more than this because I was away, but if you are enjoying the stream, give me a super chat. I really had to rush this tonight, but thank you very much. And like the stream. Yeah, I know it's pronounced Ncuti, I keep messing it up. I don't mean to. I just, it's because of my brain works, I read things as they're spelt. It's not my fault. I hope RTD... I will say one thing, right? I will say one thing with regards to the 60th and stuff. A lot of people seem to be taking this as confirmation that, oh, we won't get returning Doctors in the 60th. And while I definitely think it's got somewhat less likely now, like, I also do think, I still wouldn't completely rule that out. Like, I still think there's a fairly good chance we're going to see some returning, like, favourites coming along for the 60th celebrations. Because here's the thing. They're filming next month, right? They're filming next month for RTD2. We've had basically multiple filming things suggested they are, you know, they've announced this now so they can film. Because that's the thing. They couldn't start filming without announcing this. So now that they have, filming can be a lot bit, like, easier and fair. But the thing is, with regards to filming is, I lost what my point was going to be. If they're filming now, we could, and I'm not saying they definitely will, but there's definitely a chance for, like, maybe a Christmas special. Like, I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, and that's not me saying for definite. I haven't heard that from anywhere. But given that they're filming so early, I definitely think we could slot in a Christmas special introduction akin to Christmas Invasion. I'm not going to say that's happening for definite or anything, but it would kind of make sense. And I mean, think about it. You know, the last time Russell introduced a Doctor, it was on Christmas. David Tennant, Christmas Invasion. It wouldn't be a first. Are you alright, mate? You seem very excited for some reason. I know! I'll be honest, right? Like, ooh. Some reason your link didn't work. Atomizer, try again. Oh. Crap. Nope, the link didn't work. That's annoying. Ah! Yeah, there we go. I lost my stream chat. Are you okay? Can you DM it to me, Atomizer? Is that possible? Could you just shoot me a DM on Discord if you've got the link to it, and I'll yeah, because you've got me on Discord. But yes, oh, so exciting. I honestly don't know, like, how he's going to approach it, and that's what makes me more excited. Like, I just don't know. I think he's going to be, like, I definitely think I think he's going to play it slightly darker than people are anticipating, I think, but I also think he's definitely going to have his own levity to it. I think he's definitely going to have his own presence. He's going to feel very unique. Like, whilst I definitely get Doctor vibes from him, I also definitely think he's got a certain energy that I don't think we've seen before, which I think, you know, is always important. I'm expecting closer to 11. I mean, yeah, partially. Like, I can definitely see that. But I also think there is going to be some darkness to him as well. I DM'd it to you. Okay, I'll have a look. Yeah, the link wasn't working via the chat for some reason. So, here we go. Ncuti and Russell talk about the casting. See, I said it right. Oh, wow, the like to dislike ratio on this. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I will say, I'm really not overly impressed by certain people's reactions. People need to, like, give the guy a chance. We've not seen him do anything yet. I honestly think he's a good choice. And again, as I said, this is Russell we're talking about. The man who has cast 2 fantastic Doctors already. I think we underestimate just how, like, talented Russell is. So if he sees something in Ncuti and he thinks Ncuti is the right man for the job, then I will 100% back him. 100%. He has my confidence. He has my support. Like, and you know what? I think he's got a really fun energy, but we're going to listen to the interview.
I feel really happy that I can now talk about it because I got cast in February. And I've been keeping it a secret since then, and so it's nice to finally breathe. But, like, also really nervous. It's an incredibly iconic role and an incredibly iconic show, and I just hope I do it justice. I'm following some very, very big footsteps, and so I'm just hoping that I fill them up. I mean...
Oh, already he just seems so humble and so friendly and such a nice presence. I know that's like the bare minimum from someone. Oh, they're nice, but like honestly, first impressions are everything. And is that the bloke from Gogglebox in the back row? Anyway, yeah, first impressions are everything, and he gives a really nice one off. Yeah, he's a fan of the show as well, which is always nice.
Time Lords is literally an alien. They are an alien, and so like they can regenerate into anything and anyone. And for me, I just find the show to be the most beautiful form of escapism. Like you forget about all your worldly troubles and you get to go to space and battle aliens. And I feel like I don't know, I just feel like anyone can kind of put themselves in those shoes. I certainly do. The Doctor is not from anywhere. It's like they don't fit in anywhere, and I think for marginalized people, they have been a real beacon of kind of feeling like seen in a way, or like they are someone that can help people escape, which I love. And
what will you bring to the role?
What will you bring so the interviewer asked, you know, what will you bring to the role, and they said this.
What will I bring to the role? I don't know, fabulousness. Russell's writing. I'm going to try to do Russell's writing justice, and I think that's the real star of the show.
Okay, then we get Russell.
Oh gosh, have you met him? I mean, it's just, I'd seen Ncuti's work over the years. Listen to people shouting for him. He's loved. But until he actually walks in the room and you see him, you don't know what you're going to get. And I fell in love, frankly. He's stunning. He did an audition, just blew everyone away. And when you meet him, I think you only cast the Doctor, you cast the potential. I can see him for years exploring the part and taking it somewhere new. That's what I felt. I felt that in my heart. I thought, we can go anywhere with this.
That's actually a really good sign that he thinks that that Ncuti has that longevity to him. Oh, we've had a £4.49 super chat. Who else do you think he'll pull from his talent pool in the US? Well, we'll get onto companions in a sec, because there has been something interesting regarding companions. We do have some interesting, perhaps, news on an excitement. Yeah, like, yeah, in terms of companions, Lydia West would be great as a companion. I've always said it. I finished It's a Sin. Absolutely heartbroken, by the way. R.I.P. Colin. Colin, like, obviously I was sad for all of them, but when they took Colin away, man, I wasn't ready for it. If you haven't watched It's a Sin, by the way, do recommend. But, yeah, we will talk about companions in just a hot sec. But, yeah, carrying on with the interview. Hopefully I don't get demonetized for this. That'd be nice.
Well, it's just too soon to say. I'll tell you why, because lovely Jodie Whittaker, who I adore. I spoke to her yesterday. We phoned her yesterday to tell her about Ncuti. And she's still the Doctor. She's got an enormous finale, epic finale, 90-minute finale in October.
Yeah, okay, so he's basically revealed there. 90 minutes, Santina reconfirmed, 90 minutes long, bang, there it is, in black and white. Russell's confirmed it. 90 minutes, it's done. It's there, boom. But yeah.
So we're polite gentlemen. It's only right and fair to shut up. Until 2023, you'll be fed up of us. We'll be everywhere. But until then...
Yeah, that was what I was referring to. The you'll be fed up of us, we'll be everywhere. He is gonna, by all accounts, you know, take this show, as they say in The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, that's the wrong button. He is gonna take this show into the effing stratosphere! Like that. He is going to put his whole weight behind this. Like, it's just, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Love that RTD said it before Triple. Yeah, like, this is the thing. Stephen Moffat confirmed the Weeping Angels before Chibnall. I don't know what the point of the secrecy is, and I think that approach is coming to an end, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier in that regard. Yeah, I could not be happier that secrecy period of the show is coming to an end.
When you first got the call, do you remember any kind of reactions from him? You know, was he expecting it?
I don't get to make that call because the casting director phones the agent, so the agent calls him. So that's the question of him. We just sit there crossing our fingers, saying, "Please say yes." You know, we could do whatever he wants. And when he said yes, that was just like I hit the roof. Gorgeous, happy day.
Well, there we are. Our 14th Doctor. He's here. I like him. I'm looking forward to it. Like, it feels so good to be excited for Doctor Who again. Thank you. Oh my god, Cameron Jefferson. You are on fire today. Thank you for the £5 super chat. Oh my god, like, what will his TARDIS look like? Honestly, I was saying this earlier. I'm honestly thinking classic TARDIS interior is what I'm thinking. Classic style TARDIS interior. Am I the only one who can picture him in like a 60s or 80s style, you know, sort of white walled, maybe like rounded interior? Who's the new guy? It's Ncuti Gatwa. He's the 14th Doctor. I want something different. Well, with regards to TARDIS interior, like, I don't want a full one-to-one recreation, but I would like something a bit more classic inspired, I think. I definitely think that's what I can picture him in my head. But I want to talk a bit about companions, if I may. If I'm allowed to do that. I think I am. It's my stream, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I don't know where this confidence has come from today. I think it's more just excitement than anything. It's just so lovely to be excited for Doctor Who again. It's so exciting to have some official news at last. We don't have to see thousands more articles talking about Lydia West or all. Don't get me wrong. You can think whatever you want about those people, but at the end of the day, I'm just glad we have someone official. Like, I'm just really happy, and I'm really happy that it's someone who I can see as the Doctor, because I was really worried it was going to be someone who I couldn't see, or would struggle to see. But no, as soon as I saw pictures of him, I was like, yeah, I can see this, 100%. I do wonder whether he'll keep his natural voice for it, or whether he'll do a different voice. That'll be an interesting thing, because obviously with Eccleston he kept his Northern accent. With Tennant he got a sort of more scholarly English accent when he moved. I don't know what I'm looking for. Oh yes, this. So on the replies to not the replies, the quote tweets to Ncuti's announcement, Ruth Madley quote tweeted with wink face heart. Now if you don't know who Ruth Madley is a pretty well-known actress, most notably in Years and Years, which was one of Russell's latest projects. She's also a companion at Big Finish. This does kind of imply that she's involved in the new era. I would love her to be a companion. She would be the first disabled companion in terms of a sort of physical disability, like what I have in a wheelchair, like Rebecca Tim, which would mean the world to me, honestly, and she's a great actress to boot. So, I mean, if this is a hint towards that, I'd be really, really happy. Obviously not saying it is, but, you know, I would be really happy. A lot of people saying, oh, would that work practically? I think if they can afford, you know, to make aliens, and they can make, you know, spaceships, I think they can make a TARDIS with a ramp on it. Or, you know, just something accessible. Ruth was the other actor in consideration. Was she? Okay, do we know that? Do we know that for definite? I mean, yeah, not all. But I just mean in terms of, someone who I could personally... for me personally, that would be massive. Are you going to call anyone during the stream? Possibly. This wasn't really very planned, as you could probably tell. It was a bit sort of, can I wheelchair get them? I don't see why not. I think we absolutely could. And it would mean the world to me if they did. Thanks for this, Aries. No worries. I wanted to do this anyway because, I'm just so happy. Oh, someone's already tweeting about my ideas from the stream. Well, thank you. She would be an amazing companion for 14. It would seem very strange. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people saying, oh, but she does Big Finish. But, at the end of the day, David Tennant did Big Finish. A bunch of other people have done Big Finish before or after being in the show. I don't really think that means anything anymore. I can see why people would want another female Doctor, but as Derry said, as long as you've got the right person for the part. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, Russell clearly saw something in him, in Ncuti, and if Russell sees something in him, I'm down with it. It's the TARDIS. If it was the Rabbit Omega Ramp, Something that is bothering me. Why is the thumbnail a pic of RTD2 frowning? I don't know. I think it was just like a joke picture. It was the first one I found, so I just put it in the thumbnail because I was in a rush. Yeah, Doctor's good. I have chills. Yeah, I'm so excited. I think this, honestly, with Russell's writing, Jane Tranter, Phil Collinson, I think this is going to be a golden era for the show. I really do. What would you like to see as the new Doctor's costume, says William Hoop. Well, thank you for your tweets, by the way, William. They really helped out this stream. I'm reckoning, like, I kind of want a suit, but I kind of want something colourful. Honestly, something like Ruth's would be perfect. Like, ooh, there's been a new clip shared of him drawing the TARDIS. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, oh, I'm so excited. It's just, as I was saying in my video where they confirmed, you know, stuff moving over to Bad Wolf, it's all real now. We have a new Doctor. We have our showrunner. We have everything in place. It's very exciting. This is going to get claimed. Okay. I'm going to turn off the sound. Hopefully, this doesn't get copyright struck. Okay, here we go. Hang on. I'm going to mute that. So you can still see the footage, but it's just the theme anyway. The Whittaker theme. That's another question. What's his theme going to be like? Oh, I just really see it. I really do. I'm really happy. Like, oh, can't wait to see his intro and outfit and things. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I'm so excited to see what they do. Like, it could go anywhere. Will his hair be done? Oh, I think the more interesting question about his hair is, will he keep the mustache? I honestly think mustache Doctor, let's go. Why not? It's a new, different look. I've seen pictures of him with like clear rim shades, and I think they would really work. I'm really, really hyped. I can't even lie. I think he's going to be great. It's just nice to have an official. Oh, let's actually read the Doctor Who TV article on the subject, shall we? Because that might give us a little bit more insight. Who knows? It might not, but we might as well read it anyway. Might as well be thorough about this. The BBC has today announced that Ncuti Gatwa is the new Doctor, set to take charge of the TARDIS. Star of stage and screen, Ncuti is best known for his critically acclaimed performance in Sex Education as the iconic Eric Effiong, I think I'm saying that right, for which he was awarded Best Actor at the Scottish BAFTAs in 2020, as well as numerous nominations for Best Film. Okay. There aren't quite the words to describe how I'm feeling. A mix of deeply honoured, beyond excited, and of course a little bit scared. This role means so much to so many around the world, including myself. And each one of my incredibly talented predecessors has handled that unique responsibility and privilege with the utmost care. I will endeavour my utmost to do the same. Russell T Davies is almost as iconic as the Doctor himself, and being able to work with him is a dream come true. His writing is dramatic, dynamic, exciting, incredible, intelligent, and fizzing with danger. An actor's metaphorical playground. The entire team have been so welcoming and truly given their heart to the show. So many of us, and so as much as it's daunting, I'm aware I'm joining a really supportive family. Unlike the Doctor, I may only have one heart, but I am giving it all to this show. He just seems so nice, so humble, and so understanding of the legacy. I just think he's perfect. Russell D. Davies showrunner adds the future is here, and it's Ncuti. Sometimes talent walks through the door and it's so bright and bold and brilliant, I just stand back in awe, thank my lucky stars. Ncuti dazzled us, seized hold of the Doctor, and owned the TARDIS keys in seconds. It's an honour to work with him, and a hoot. I can't wait to get started. I'm sure you're dying to know more, but we're rationing ourselves. Yeah, he basically said that. We're rationing ourselves, implying that, you know, he's basically waiting until Jodie's final special airs. But I promise you, 2023 will be spectacular. Charlotte Moore, Chief of Content, said, Ncuti has an incredible dynamism. He's a striking and fearless young actor whose talent and energy will set the world alight and take Doctor Who on extraordinary adventures under Russell T Davies's new era. Further details will be announced in due course. Oh, I'm genuinely really happy. I'm so happy. Like, wait, is Crispy in the chat? Was he in the chat? Hey, what a day, I know, right? I really wasn't expecting any of this today. It just happened. Like, you can see, hang on, I can actually play my video because I won't get claimed for that, unlike most things. You can see, I was in my dad's kitchen filming my reaction to this because I had no prep time at all. And it wasn't even a full reaction because I didn't even know it was official at the time I recorded it. But I didn't have time to record 2 videos. You can see this is me here reacting, and like, what am I meant to say? I don't know. It's all going crazy. Yeah. I'm just ecstatic. I'm so excited. It just feels so nice to be hyped for Doctor Who again. You know what I mean? Crispy the Goat, so true. Oh my god. There are no words anymore. Okay, so let's talk about this logically, right? I want to talk some logic, spit some facts at you. I'm reckoning, you know, new era wise, I reckon it's going to be very different from what we've seen before. Like, I think Ncuti's vibe is very different, but also very familiar, and I think that's what we're going to get under Russell's era. I realise that those two words sound like a contradiction, but what I mean is, I feel like it's going to feel... I just woke up. Describe your excitement in one sentence, Starries. Fan-flipping bloody-tastic, Crispy. That's not a sentence, that's a word. But that does... Yeah, that does describe it. That does describe it quite well. That is my excitement level. I'm just in awe. I wasn't... Like, the thing is, right, this is kind of like Christmas, in the sense of, you wait, you know, ages for this to come around. And then it just does. One day it's just there. Ncuti has watched the show. He said he's a fan. He's watched the show. So yeah, I'm just incredibly excited. Oh, we've got a bots moment. Fan flipping bloody tastic, mate. Yeah, that is... Can someone, like, start tweeting fan flipping bloody tastic on Twitter? No context, just that. Because, oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, my god. Yeah, so one thing I will say, I've seen some people suggesting open-ended regenerations, and honestly, I don't really get why. Like, we know who the 14th Doctor is now. Why would they do an open-ended one? Because, like, at the end of the day, that would kind of be like doing New Year's on the 2nd of February. The hype would be gone for you'd be waiting for something that's already happened. So, for me, I don't really see the point in doing an open-ended regeneration now, unless they are doing the transitional David Tennant thing, which is less likely now, but is still possible. Like, I'm not completely ruling out some cameos from other Doctors yet. A lot of people are. I'm keeping an open mind on that front because you never know what surprises lie around the corner. You know, if you'd have said to me a couple of years ago, oh, by the way, Ace, Tegan, Jack, Kate, all be coming back, I'd be like, what? Really? But yeah, I'm not gonna rule that out at all. It's it is weird that it was just dropped by Instagram, but at the same time, I kind of love that. It was just mental. Like, just look at what it did for social media. Like, the thing is, they did do a big announcement for Jodie, admittedly, but as much as I did like that announcement, it was kind of obvious that it was kind of rushed, because you had that weird Photoshop TARDIS and all of that. And I think, if I had to pick between that and like maybe an interview at the BAFTAs and like a full press release, I probably would go with the press release route. Because the open-ended regen is a very good story technique there. It also allows for ambiguous amount of time. I guess, but you can still have an ambiguous amount of time with or without the open-ended thing. Like, you don't need necessarily to have an open-ended to have, you know, more time elapsed between the end of one era and the beginning of another. It is a good storytelling technique, but I don't know. I just don't really see the point if we already know who the Doctor is. The Doctor could have a... Yeah, I mean, like, I'm down with, like, just so... Yeah, I think that would be good, to be honest. I honestly just can't wait for non-Chibnall. Yeah, honestly, I feel that. I don't want to take this into, like, Chibnall bashing, because I want it to remain pretty positive. But I can't lie, I am looking forward to Doctor Who that's going to be written by Russell, like, and not Chibnall. But that's all I'm going to say on that. Yes, but the open-ended thing makes more sense. More of a statement that the new era is a bigger reset than usual. I mean, possibly. It really does depend on how big a reset it is, really. Because there's been, like, sort of conflicting things on that. People are saying it's big reset. People are saying it's continuation. So I guess it depends to what degree they are planning on resetting things. Do you think he'll play bisexual? Do you mean he'll play it as... I don't know. Honestly, I kind of hope they keep romance out of it. Like, I think it's fine to have Thasmin and whatever. Like, you know, I have my own issues with that plotline. Nothing to do with the actual idea of it. Like, the principle of it's fine. I do have issues with the way it's been executed. But what I will say is, we've had that storyline now once again. I think we can move on from that storyline in this new era. No more romance, please. Can we just have one era that's not... Okay, I'm gonna just do something very quickly. Just very quickly. Oh my god, the chat's going so quick. I can't keep up. I'm just gonna do something very quickly. Okay. Can we all just have a slight relief that speculation can finally stop about Terry returning? I honestly just don't fully count that out yet. I would still say there is a chance for that. I wouldn't fully rule that out. Not as like a permanent Doctor, but I definitely think returning Doctors in the 60th is still a possibility. I still think. To be honest, to be fair, I expect we'll get a continuity reset, e.g. Time War Big Bang, off screen between the eras, to allow RTD to set a new status quo with Daleks, Cybermen, etc. Possibly, yeah. I mean, we do kind of need it at this point. Like, the continuity has gotten a bit messy, so it does make sense to do that. At the same time, though, yeah, I think we do need it, to be fair. Darius, has anyone commented? Has any Doctors commented? Sylvester did, actually. I don't know whether it was him, but his Twitter. I know someone runs his Twitter, I think. I'll double check that now. Colin normally tweets something out, so we'll have a look. I know Sylvester did. Sylvester McCoy. Here we are. Oh, wrong way. Welcome, Ncuti, and especially delighted to welcome another Scot from Sylvester McCoy. Yeah, but this is our 4th Scottish Doctor now, which is great. So, yeah, so he responded. Has Colin said anything yet? We just got ourselves in the biggest free press launch in history. Yeah, it is a perfect idea. Just launch it at the BAFTAs. Why not? It just makes so much sense. Found my first RIP Doctor Who comment. Oh no, they've already started. No. Okay, so basically, so now Whittaker gets included because they were all. Okay, this is just. I hate the internet. Can we just go one Doctor announcement without people being dicks? Like. But yeah, no, I'm really, like, really happy with this. Like, I don't know why no one had the BAFTAs on their radar. Like, everyone was talking about the FA Cup, and I get why, right? Because they did that before with Jodie, but like the BAFTAs is a more suitable venue. It's like actually about media, and that like Russell was going, so it made more sense. Yeah, like I don't know why the BAFTAs wasn't on anyone's radar. Like the FA Cup, the thing is about doing it at sporting events. What is the actual? I mean, I'm not saying there isn't a cross intersection at all, but there probably is a very small cross like section between football fans and Doctor Who fans. Hi there, this is me, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. How are you doing? He's very Scottish. He is, and I like that. I like that. Sorry, I've got to go now. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you. I remember these people say Rip Judy was announced, so let's just ignore these comments. Exactly, the thing is, you can't judge something until you see it, is the thing, right? Like, the thing is, I highly doubt it's going to be shit. I highly doubt it's going to be terrible. Like, I think people saying that, like, you clearly haven't seen Russell's work. John saying, can I borrow 50 quid? No, I won that fair and square, John. You've given that to me now. I won that. Basically, me and John had a bet going, 50 quid to him if it was a woman, 50 quid to me if it was a guy. Turned out to be a guy, I get 50 quid. So, yeah, I'm 50 quid up, so that's good. Did you see the series confirmed by Russell? Yes, we did cover that. We covered that a bit earlier on. So, I kind of hope this hero has at least one of. Oh, you'll definitely get one or two crap ones. It wouldn't be Doctor Who otherwise, but I definitely think the quality is going to be like out of this world. Like, obviously, the thing is, shit by Russell's standards and shit by other writers' standards. Not naming anyone specific. Chibnall, what? Are two different levels of shit. So, like, yeah. Oh, Murray Gold. I hope Murray Gold comes back. I really want. So, when is Series 14? 2023? Well, whatever they're planning is 2023. Murray Gold, yes. Let's go, Murray Gold. Yeah, well, of course, Nerdrotic's bashing him because those lot will never be happy. They'll never be happy. No, I want Murray Gold. Go away, Atomized. I want Murray Gold back. I don't care. I mean, if he doesn't want to come back, that's cool. But if he does, I'm more than happy. We probably will get a costume reveal. Murray Gold is great. Agreed. I mean, look, I don't Like, if he doesn't want to come back, that's cool. If he does, I'm not going to oppose it, though. Like, they will the likes of Neurotic will never be happy. Because they've ingratiated themselves into this culture war narrative. They've even, like, the likes of, I'm going to say this on stream because I don't care. The likes of Bolstrek have even admitted, yeah, they've gone back and watched Russell's era and called it, quote, average at best. They've gone back and basically rewritten their opinions on the Russell era because they align with politics that they don't agree with. So they've ingratiated themselves so deeply into this narrative that nothing will ever be good enough for them, no matter what you do. So, to me, I don't want Sagan. I'm not a big Sagan guy. I mean, he's fine. I don't really get the hype. But, as I was saying, NMDs, they'll never be happy. Like, they have ingratiated themselves into this narrative. They'll never be happy. Yeah, I'm still not Ginger. Well, yeah. I don't think we ever... Honestly, I kind of never want the Doctor to be Ginger just for that joke to be able to carry on. Okay, compromise. Whatever. Yeah. Darius is base. Thank you. Yeah. I bet the TARDIS interior will look epic. I think so too. I hope so. Hello, Geek Rambles. How are you doing? We'll have to do a video on stuff soon. Yeah. But the thing is, like, some of them have even gone back and said shit about the Tennant era now because Russell was quote-unquote woke. Like, they'll never be happy. They've got to constantly find a new enemy. So they'll never be happy no matter what they do. Like, you watch. They could have announced anyone tonight. They could have announced absolutely anyone, and they'd have found some reason to be annoyed. Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that applies to, like, everyone who's skeptical, but in the case of them, it's just, like, those types, they need to keep feeding the geeks. They need to keep, you know, people on the train. So, if you want to make the trolls bad, I mean, maybe he will portray it again. Who knows? Honestly, like, I'll be really interested to see what he does with it. I'm totally down. Waiting for the 10-year-old. I'm not reading that. Okay. Russell era was not hardly any. Nah, I disagree. Nah. I think that's partially childhood nostalgia. That if you go back and watch Russell's era, it was incredibly politically charged. It was just that at the time we were all kids who didn't really see it. But if you go back and look at it, it very clearly was. This was the same guy who actively had David Tennant's 10th Doctor go, Margaret Thatcher? Ugh. That's in Tooth and Claw. You telling me that guy's not woke or political? Get out of here with that. He absolutely is. Honestly, if you think casting any person of colour is political box ticking, then get in the bin. Get in the bin. Like, I'm sorry, but if people that aren't white existing is political, then maybe it's you that's the issue and not the person. I have no time for this narrative anymore. We have a Doctor. It's not box ticking as well, because they're just a great fucking actor as well. Someone's saying it looks so sexist that we're getting... No, not really. I don't think that either. I think change in Doctor Who is always inevitable. And I think I've always thought that Russell should have been able to cast whoever the hell he wants. And that's what he did. And power to him. Like, at the end of the day, he's the showrunner. It's his job to do it. Like... They had political... Yeah, I mean, like, you know, in the Russell era, we had, you know, a full-on like episode about slavery. Yeah, it was with the Ood, but it was definitely political. You know, the 10th Doctor went, "Who do you think made your clothes?" You think that wasn't political? It was. This stuff has always been there. It's just that now it's had a convenient label so that everyone can get mad about it. Like, it's always been there, really. If you go look at Series 10. You know, that was before Chibnall. That was, you know, before it apparently went woke. And that has the 12th Doctor punching a racist, giving a speech against capitalism. The show has always been like this. One of its most acclaimed classic episodes is basically a pot shot at Margaret Thatcher. Like, their most iconic villains are space Nazis. This stuff has always been there. It's nothing new. Doctor Who can... Well, thank you. It's just... I think it's just... It has always been like that, but it's worse than... Nah, I disagree. I think it's just that we live in a more politically volatile time now, so people notice it more. I don't think it's the show that's changed. I think it's the people who watch the show who've changed. I think the show has always been like that. Exactly. You know, we had a whole episode in the classic show, The Sunmakers, which was just a takedown of capitalism. You know, we had... if half the stuff in Classic Who was aired today, it would be called woke. That's the reality. It's been political since 1963. Daleks equal no. Exactly. It's always been political. This stuff is nothing new. Yeah, at this point, I see woke just be used to describe someone who isn't white and a guy. That's basically what woke is now. And it's like, at what point does it just stop being talking about politics and start just being, well, we don't like people who aren't white guys? Like, who cares anymore? We have a great Doctor coming. Exactly. Let's just focus on that. If you want to see an actual... I mean, I did a video talking about the politics of the Chibnall era. If you want my actual take on those politics, go watch... Where is it? Let me find it. It actually had an article made on it, which was really weird. But thank you. I think it was... Giant Freaking Robot who did a video on it, so thanks for that. 90% of science fiction is political. I'd go one further. I'd say 100% of media is political. Even something that seems apolitical or anti-political is making a political statement. It's just that his political statement is not to worry. It's still a political statement even if you don't see it. Like... How long until the costume reveal? If they are filming in June, probably not that long, to be honest. But yeah, if you want to watch a video about Chibnall era politics, go watch that video, if you want. But yeah. Ultimately, the problem has been the quality of the writing rather than the nature, the subjects themselves. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's nothing wrong inherently about telling stories about any of the things that the Chibnall era does. It just does them in the most boring, dull, generic way possible. But now we have a guy who can actually write those things well. And frankly, I think that's great. I think that's great. Who do you want for companions? Well, Ruth Manley was thrown into the mix. I would also take Lydia West. Yeah. Anybody, really. I mean, wasn't the Empire in Star Wars inspired by the USSR? I think so. I think it was also partially Nazi iconography as well, wasn't it? SS iconography. The fact that they're revealing the costume before filming starts means they'll definitely reveal the costume before it begins too. Yeah, and we'll probably have a companion reveal, probably. I know that Russell has said he's not doing anything, but logically, if they are filming, they have to reveal At least the basic stuff like that, otherwise it is going to leak. But we definitely need to go back to one companion, preferably from the past. I agree. I mean, I don't mind what time period, but definitely one companion for me. Or maybe, you know, one companion plus, like, one major family member who could maybe, you know, sort of be a rotating member of the cast. Think Doctor, Amy, and then Rory eventually joins on. Or you know, the Doctor, Rose, and her extended family with Jackie and Mickey and all that. Like, I'd be fine with that, but yeah, one main one for me is enough, I think. I always get hyped for a new TARDIS because same, but I'm even more hyped for new TARDIS and Sonic Screwdriver as well. Like, it feels ages since we've had any of those things, like a new TARDIS, a new Sonic, and we're gonna get all that. Very soon we're gonna get all that, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. Chibnall, who could easily be seen as a reaction to a Crystal Error. I don't know. I don't even think Chibnall's reaction is a reaction to that particularly. I think it's just he recognised the political themes and element of the show that has always been there, but didn't know really how to integrate them well. And I also think he seems to be very neoliberal in the sense of like, oh, but capitalism isn't that bad. Like, hence why you get things like in Kablam where it's like, yeah, the workers get 2 weeks paid leave, it's fine. I've ordered 4 new screwdrivers, now looks like I'll get another. Yeah, actually, this is a good point. Where am I going to fit my shooty 14th Doctor action figure? Where's it going to go? Where's it going to go, Russell? I've got no room. The Rani's being mentioned again. The Rani's not going to come back. I'd assume he'll be in the 60th. I assume. Honestly, I hope RTD will reverse the TARDIS chart. I think it's more likely he's just going to ignore it, to be honest. Like, I don't see him acknowledging it. He is alright. He's looking into the middle distance with Davros. I can move him over a little bit. Hang on. Boop, 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 boop. You want to say your thoughts on your new enemy, the new Doctor? Hang on, is he in frame? I think he should be sort of in frame. You'll at least see his eye, but yeah, I don't think he has a strong opinion. You know, he's retired. He's mainly just a head. I haven't seen any toys for the modern era lately. Nah, character's been kind of slouching, but I think RTD's gonna whip him into shape, and I hope he does. Put it on. You gotta unscrew it to put it on. But if I had a screwdriver, I would. Ironically, I don't. Replace your 13th Doctor figure? Nah, I gotta have them all on there, even if I'm not a big 13th Doctor fan. You know, you gotta have all of them up there. That would just be like OCD inducing if you didn't. Like, you gotta have them all. Like Pokemon, you gotta catch them all. Oh. Yeah, this stream was chaotic, but whew, what a day. What a day. That's all I have to say. I'm just beside myself excited. New era is coming. New generation of fans are going to be discovering Doctor Who for the first time. And I'm just unbelievably happy. Incredibly happy. Oh, I don't know. See, I don't like the 13th Doctor's era, right? Let's get my thoughts fully out here. I don't like the 13th Doctor's era for various reasons. But I kind of think, like, be like, oh, this bit isn't canon. I mean, like, you can consider it, non-canon if you want, but, like, I just don't really care that much. It's like, if I don't like an era, I'll just move on, I guess. Like, I wouldn't decanonize it for the simple fact that other people enjoy it. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the Capaldi era while it was airing, but I was never like, oh, this isn't canon. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not a big fan of this era, but at the end of the day, there are people who are, so I'd never try and like decanonize it for them. Honestly, canon's kind of arbitrary anyway. Who cares? As long as the story's decent. Martha didn't make a reappearance post Series 4. This is the amazing part of the show. It's able to reinvent itself. It's true. Theories for 15th Doctor. Well, you know, I was announced as the 14th Doctor before it was cool, if you've seen my April Fool's video. You know, I still think I'd be in with a good chance. No. I think Ncuti is a lot more qualified than me. So yeah, I'm very, very happy about this. There's no consistent continuity to Doctor Who anyway. I don't know whether he'll be in the 60th. I'd assume so. Tom Monty, I'd assume so. Canon kind of is arbitrary though. Like, think about it, yeah? So, there's so many things in Doctor Who that contradict each other. Long before The Timeless Child. I don't like The Timeless Child, but not because of the canon. I don't like it because it makes the Doctor too important to their overall narrative. More box ticking. They needed YouTubers represented in typical movies. That's a good joke. That's a good joke. The Doctor isn't the chosen one. I agree. I don't like how important the Timeless Child makes the Doctor. But at the end of the day, it's just one story, isn't it? You just move on. It becomes like the half-human thing. It's just a thing that kind of... I can't believe Ncuti replaced Aries. I'm gutted. I'm devastated. I'm heartbroken. You know... Luckily, I got a big stack of money for not speaking out. If that is his next Doctor, I'm calling shotgun and being companion. Hell yeah, let's go. I did it, Mum. I made the funny man laugh. Am I funny? Well, thank you for the compliment anyway, but yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to wrap up soon. But yeah. My God, what a day. Who is it? Ncuti Gatwa is the 14th Doctor. Like, there's so many things in Doctor Who canon that contradict each other, though. Like, who came up with the name TARDIS? Is it Susan? Or is it the Time Lords? Because in An Earthly Child, they say it's Susan. I like canon to have some kind of consistency. I don't buy the thing of, oh, it's science fiction. Yeah, I mean... Look, I don't want, you know, I think there needs to be some internal logic to any show, but it's like, at a certain point, some things don't matter. Yeah, did Susan come up with the name TARDIS, or did the Time Lords? Because in An Earthly Child, they say Susan did it, but then, like, you know, in fucking Time of the Doctor, you have a repair guy on Gallifrey referring to it as a TARDIS, implying they had those names before Susan was even born. So, I don't get Doctor vibes from him so far, but I'm intrigued to see what happens, what he does. I trust RTD2. That's the thing, even if you're not sold yet, which I can understand, because it is scary with any Doctor, at the end of the day, he is getting arguably the best creative who's ever done Doctor Who behind him. It's kind of crazy how he was only 12 when he started watching Doctor Who. We are now entering new Who fans territory. Diaries for 15th Doctor. Let's go! Start the campaign now. Can't believe they cast a single-hearted actor. I know. This is binary vascular system erasure. See, I remembered what Two Hearts was. It's a binary vascular system. Nerd points right there. Moffat's better than RTD. Ooh, that's a controversial one. I like both, but I would probably say RTD's more consistent, although Matt's my favourite Doctor, so take from that what you will. I like both. Ooh. Have you seen their interview for Sky News? I haven't. Has anyone got a link? We have a new Sky News article. Let's go. Let's go. Sky News? Question mark? Sky? Sky article? Sky News? Interview. What? Anyone got a link to that? Anyone? Oh, I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna give it a Google. Gonna give a Google. Sky News. Live. Is there a live Sky News? Stream. Okay, is this live? Okay. When was the Sky News interview? Because this is a live scope. I mean, I can see. You sure it was a Sky News interview? Or was it a BBC clip from a Sky News interview? I thought I saw them for a second. Then they were gone. Like sand in the wind. Let's have a look. Anyone got a link to that? Do you think the first casting choice for the Doctor will end up playing the Master? Possibly. You know what? If we're having Ncuti as the Doctor, maybe Asa as the Master, the other guy from Sex Ed. Maybe. Moffat, good is better than RTD good, though RTD was more consistent. Yeah, I kind of agree. Ncuti is 29. He is, which makes him. I think technically someone was going over this. He's not the. I think the youngest person to be playing the Doctor is still Matt Smith, but he's the youngest to be announced, or something like that. Someone was doing the maths on that. I'm not very good at maths. Yeah, if anyone's got a link to that Sky one, I'd be more interested to see it, but someone sent a link. Thank you. Okay, we have a Sky interview. Let's have a look. Okay, hopefully I don't get copyrighted for this. Sky, please leave me alone. I'll pay for your subscription. That's a lie, I won't. Possibly. Okay. Oh, here we are. Oh, so very interesting. He wants to face the Master. Very interesting. I will be honest, I am a bit mastered out. I think I'm in the minority there. Oh, there's no sound, was there? Was there no sound? Damn it. Hang on. Playing it again. Take two. One day I'll figure out this streaming stuff. One day. One day I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward in all your beliefs and prove to me I've lost the bloody webpage. Here we are. Okay, I've got sound now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
How long have you sort of had him in mind?
A blazing talent. I watch television. I've watched Sex Education. Loved what he's done. But when Ncuti actually walks in the room and you meet him, it was the most intense and brilliant. I read with you, didn't I?
Yes.
I read the scene
yes.
with Ncuti. I was very good.
Yeah.
I like to say. But and in that moment, I knew. And you don't know what your boss is going to say. We passed the audition on there. I went yes, like that. Amazing.
Has Jodie offered you any words of advice? I mean, how are you feeling going into this?
I'm feeling very, very excited, very honoured. I think it's such an honour, this role. It's a British institution and it means so much to so many people. And Jodie is lovely and incredible and going to be a very, very, very difficult act to follow.
Any particular baddies you want to take on?
Anybody? Oh, I don't know who's coming up.
New ones.
New ones. I think, maybe the Master. The Master, I think.
Oh, the Missy. Master could be female as well. Yeah.
So interesting there. They want to face the Master. You know, he wants to face the Master, which is fair enough. I am a bit mastered out, not gonna lie. At the same time, though, no volume. Still not any volume. Really? I put it all the way up. Did people hear it that time or not? Yes or no? Did we hear that? There was volume. Okay, I don't know why someone said there wasn't volume. Okay. It's fine, Lamar. Okay, cool. Yeah, so he said he wants to face the Master. I am a bit mastered out. I am planning on doing a video on the Master at some stage, like a video essay. That is, no, we didn't plays it thousands of times. Yeah, he also said, like, Russell was very keen, like, new villains, which I'm very, very happy about. Like, I think we need some new iconic rogues. And if you look at RTD's era, he was very good at making villains who are not only iconic, but also toyetic. They were very, like, merchandisable, for lack of a better term. You think of things like, the Ood, the Sycorax, the Slitheen, I'm trying to think of other things that he did. So obviously he didn't create all of them, but like some of the people he got on to do. Hello, Jabrennan, Ood, Sycorax, Adipose, Slitheen. What else? Hoix. I mean, can we really call Hoix one of his iconic villains? The Hath. Remember the Hath? They were cool. Like, yeah, I'm really, I'm really excited to see new villains. But yeah. I don't think that necessarily confirms anything about the Master. I think it's just PR speak saying, well, the Master can be anything too now. Like, I don't think... I like your little dollies. Thank you, Joe Brennan. Bring back Atmos. Yes. Yes. You know what? You know who would be cool? I've always thought a sick returning villain would be the Boneless from Flatline. You know, the ones that could, like, go into walls and stuff like that and, like, melt. They'd be sick for, like, another episode. I'd love to see them again. In terms of Russell's era themselves, I love an Ood. Who doesn't like an Ood? Although I suppose, I don't know what else story-wise you could do with the Ood, but, you know, they're always nice just to have around. Darius, what do you catch the Master with? Wait, what was that? What do you catch the Master with? I haven't caught the Master with anything, unless he's been stealing from me. Which he could have been. I wouldn't be able to tell. Green PK should return, yes. Bring back the Absorbable off. No. We don't need the... I don't think that... They're never going to bring back the Rani. Like, Oods and Sensorite crossover? Yeah, let's go. Who else did RTD's era introduce? Cassandra. Well, we actually did have some news on Cassandra, didn't we? And she's coming back to voice the museum attraction thing, so that's cool. Krillitane, yeah, they'd be cool. Yeah, and you know what? The good thing about the Krillitane is you could have them be in any form because they say in the episode, "Oh, we evolve and we take bits from people we conquered." So you could make them look completely different, and they could still be the same villain. I mean, yeah, Weeping Angels were his, but they were made by Moffat, which is why I'm kind of, okay, we've got another spam bot. No, not again. Ah, chat. I'm losing you. I'm losing to you to the naked HD XYZ bot. No. This is the true villain. Zami. I mean, I don't think he came up with the Zami, but yeah, Zami. I mean, Midnight Creature. The thing is, I feel like the Midnight Creature is one of those things that should only be a one-off. I think if you explore that creature, it just kind of ruins Midnight a little bit. Like, I don't think they're the sort of villain that can come back necessarily. Yeah. I'm totally down. Yeah, someone just posted a picture of him in, like, glasses, and honestly, I kind of want him in glasses, like, full time. Like, he's, like, rimmed glasses, like, yeah. He does have a bit of ginger mustache there, so we could technically get a ginger. Thank you to Simon Ashley for the £1. Thank you very much. One of our members, I do believe. Oop, I lost some of the chat. Hang on. I didn't mean to promote my page. Wait, did you promote your page back to? Well, subscribe to Geek Rambles anyway. It's because we'll probably do another collab video soon, I imagine. Royalty werewolves are the most iconic. True. Me and my girlfriend love watching your videos. Well, thank you very much. Shout outs to you both. You're both awesome. Yeah. 14th Doctor versus YouTube copyright system. No, that'll be for when I'm the 15th Doctor. That'll be my main villain. Then again, I suppose Mr. TARDIS gets it harsher than me. I very sparingly use clips for that exact reason. Because I do not want to be sued. 14 versus NFTs? Yeah, Russell would definitely write something against NFTs. I would not be surprised. And it would be very funny. Oh, what a day. I'm just... Do you know, it feels like the party. Oh, It's just so nice to have an official. Something official for once. How do I send money for a super chat? So basically, what you do is see on the chat there should be a little money option, and then there's an option for super chat. You click that, you pick whatever money you want to donate, and it sends it to me. We all need a massive party. I'll come down to Wales, no problem. Yeah, you know what? That'd be cool. You know what? I honestly, this is another thing. For the 60th, I hope they do. I hope they do like a big screening for cinemas. That'd be sick. But thank you to Dash Fat Bastard for the $2. Great name. Does this render the Doctor Dollar Specials dead? Not necessarily. Like, yes, it makes them less likely. I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't completely rule them out. Because you could still do both. You could introduce Ncuti in a couple episodes. And then, you know, you could just have maybe like a couple of specials with a couple of different Doctors. I don't think it completely rules it out. I'll say that. I mean... Google don't have a payment details. How does that work? Oh, so you probably just have to add them in, I suppose, I guess. Welsh Doctor, when? Yeah, I do want a Welsh Doctor at some point. But you know what? Maybe one day. Aries gets all the kills, but that's just a lie. That is just a lie. Just I'm mad enough to admit that that's just wrong. I hope they ramp up the merchandise now. Agreed. Completely agree. I think they will. I think if RTD statements are anything to go by about, oh, well, you'll be sick of us, I think he is going to go full pelt in every regard, especially with things like merch. Absolutely. Oh my god, how many times do I have to ban this bot? My god. This is the true villain of the stream. Oh. I want Susan back so badly. Yeah, they do have to do something with Susan before it's too late. Like, And that sounds morbid, but you gotta do something with it soon. The Timeless Bot, yeah, that's its name. Marketing gotta improve. Oh, it will. I have every confidence that, like, RTD is gonna ram it down our throats, and I cannot wait for that. Oh, man. What a day. Who's the companion going to me? My money's on Ruth Madley, if that response is anything to go by. Or Lydia West. I'm reckoning one of the two. It's going to be one of the two. I have lost my live stream panel. No! How do I get it back? Crap. No. I've lost my chat. And I've lost my stick for the wheelchair. Everything's going wrong. No. I've lost you all. It's all gone. Everything I am dies. There we go, it's back. Oh, show us your DVD collection. I won't do that now, but I do have a video plan doing a whole collection tour. I'll go over everything. That is something I'll plan on doing. I'm not going to do that right now because I've already been streaming for like an hour and a half, but I will do that soon. Do you think the rumours of Jodie regenerating underwater could come true? Possibly. That would be kind of sick, to be fair. She enters in and then Ncuti enters out. Like, that'd be cool. I know it's early days, but can we get a Dan return? Yeah, I mean, I do think that character has potential, and we haven't seen a lot of him, so maybe. Yeah, Lydia West is a companion. If you've seen, like, It's a Sin, she would be a fierce companion. She gave me very Jenna Coleman vibes when I was watching It's a Sin, actually, if anything. Like, that sort of fierce... Do you have any Roberto replicas? No, I really want one, but anytime I go and look to get one, they're always out of stock. I kind of want, like, a nice Sonic, specifically an 11th Doctor one, because, you know, he's my favourite. Ooh, Matt Smith's given a statement on Ncuti, let's go. My boy Smith supporting another king. He's going to be truly brilliant. There's a warmth and wit and real depth to his talent. Honestly, I think it's an inspired bit of casting. I'm really excited for the show. I'm going to just quote tweet that. King supporting kings, you'll love to see it. Oh, what a day. Can you tell I'm excited? Does it show? Does it show? It's just so wonderful. Matt Smith, my man, let's go. Let's go. Based Matt Smith, so true. He's so big. I really want him to come back at some point. Bring back the Imperial Daleks. Oh, that'd be sick. Like, modern Imperial Daleks would be sick. Do you think Ncuti was announced today because they were worried about it getting leaked? Maybe the David Tennant rumors were true. I honestly think that's a possibility. I do think that's a possibility. I'm not ruling out the Tennant thing completely. Let me just say that. It is a bit less likely, but I'm not completely ruling it out. What is your expectation about the new Doctor's character? As I said before, I'm kind of expecting like a mix between Christopher Eccleston and Matt Smith. At least we know that David Tennant is the next Doctor. I don't think he'll be the next Doctor, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made a cameo as 10. I still wouldn't be surprised if that happened. Like... He's not the next Doctor now, that's confirmed, but like... Nah, the show's not going to be cancelled, it's been renewed to like Series 15, it's fine. It's a weird mix, but it makes sense in my head, because he's kind of eccentric, but I can definitely see a darkness to him. So it kind of checks out for me. Ncuti for the stars. Oh, that's a good pun. Yeah, the ratings have been going down for this era, but man, this is a new era. Like, the show's been renewed. It ain't gonna be cancelled for at least another few years. And they've just moved to another production company, so they've clearly got faith in it carrying on for at least another few years. You know, I'm the first one to say. You know, I'm the first to say, like, the latest, I mean, especially, like, Legend, like, it did have a bad result, but we're at the end of that era now. The whole point of new eras is for, like, the show to reinvent and come back stronger. And that is genuinely what I believe will happen. Not like that. I just meant a darkness in terms of, I could definitely see him betraying a darkness. I'm delighted with the casting, not gonna lie. I am too. I'm really happy. Darius, I hope Shooty's performance balances energetic and darkness at the same time. Yeah, I honestly think that's the vibe. Do you think we could get it back on Netflix? Possibly. I mean, this has surely got to do wonders for Netflix as well, because I know a lot of Doctor Who fans are going to watch Sex Education now. So, it would kind of make sense, but who knows? Thank you to Dash Fat Bastard for another $2. Weird is 14 screwdriver will be bigger than average. What's bigger than... The thing is, Capaldi had a massive screwdriver, didn't he? This sounds like a euphemism for something it isn't. But he did. He had a massive... He had, like, the biggest one. I think it was even bigger than Matt Smith's was when it was fully extended. Oh my god, this does sound like a terrible... I swear this isn't a euphemism. Now, I'm in the opposite camp, Char, when it comes to All Geek Rambles. And when it comes to the TARDIS, I'm reckoning I want the opposite. I want something really clean and really sort of aesthetically pleasing. For my super chat, can we make Flash be up against you? Yeah, come down. We'll sort something out. We'll sort something out, man. Don't worry. We will definitely sort something out. What was the things I said? Yeah, that does sound like a terrible euphemism. It isn't, but when it was, well, it was. Smith's one did it extended. You click a button, and it goes like that. That's what happens. I'm not lying. Hopefully Nick Rubato will be on the show again. Right, Nick Rubato, if you're watching, send me a free stuff. No, I'm joking. You don't have to. I would like stuff though. What's the point of being a YouTuber if you can't get free stuff, right? No. We need a TARDIS interior like the Smith's one. Fully extended. Is this Darius episode? That's just what it is! That's just what the Sonic does! It goes like that. Me doing the action really isn't helping this, is it? Oh, I mean, to be fair, it is just gone 10 actually. I probably should start wrapping up. I've been saying that for like the last half an hour, and I still haven't. I tell you what, if anyone wants to get their last questions in of the evening, super chat them now. I'll read them out, and then we'll end stream, okay? Any last questions before we go? Do them now, because I'm wrapping up. I have seen people say that Celestial Toy Store Screwdriver is better, but I think you can still buy those. But I'm new here. Well, welcome. If you are new, subscribe. It'd be great. Greatly appreciated. We love new people. We don't bite, we promise. Not often, anyway. Yeah, I don't think there is any more, so I think that's it. Well, thank you all for watching this. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like it, subscribe if you do, like if you enjoyed. I'll see you all in a bit. Not sure. Do you mind the Doctor being a woman? High on Darius high on vibes. Yes. No, I don't mind the Doctor being a woman as long as it's right. Like Joe Martin proved to me that it can work if done correctly. Definitely excited for this new era. Me too, Lucy. Me too. This was fun. Right, it was. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all soon. If you missed the stream, don't worry. It'll be on catch-up-y thing later. You can watch it immediately. Bye.